Hello, my crafty friends. Hi, Barbara. So glad you're here. Tanya's going to be a little late, but she hasn't texted me or anything saying she's not going to be able to make it. She just said she'd be late. She had things she had to get done today first. So I decided I wanted to play with some of these mini tea bags that I have been hoarding over here. And I decided to jelly print on them. I haven't ever done that. So we're going to try that. I need to get some. Well, first, I think I'm just going to start by, hi, Brittany. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to start by just putting some paint on this and seeing if I can just pick it up. Um, I got these paints a while back um, from Dollar Tree for $1.25, and they're the same kind of paints we bought there before, except these have 6 ounces instead of 4. But they're still, these are worth $1.25, where the other ones were worth $1. How about that? Oh, hi, Julie. I'm so glad you're here. Anyway, I think we're gonna start with this kind of. It's called light green, but I would say lime green. Let's see if I can get just a little bit more without getting too much. That's probably too much. Well, I haven't seen Julie's photo, I guess. Hi, Barb. It's so good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Making a lot of noise. Okay, I need to move these somewhere else. And let's put one of these on here. And then I'm going to use this to press it down because it'll come right through that tea bag probably on my hands. You just saw a short video on this, did you, Julie? Oh, cool. Great timing, I guess. Great minds, whatever. Okay. I'm hoping this will clean off some of this stuff on this plate, but I don't know if it will or not. Nope, it just pulled up the green. Well, that's not all that fun. We will put it over there. And I didn't put up my clothesline today because I had too many things to do and didn't have time to get that done. Okay. Um, hmm. Hi, Andrea. I'm glad you're here. Oh, that sounds fun, Brittany. That sounds fun. Jelly Arts did a video on this today. Yes, they did, Julie. I saw that. That's what made me decide I wanted to do it. Um, I didn't watch the video, but I saw they were doing it. Does that make sense? Because I get an email, and I was like, oh, that sounds like fun. Let's do that. But I didn't have time to actually. I've got to see if I can find something to get this off with. Just a second. Oh. I didn't have time to actually watch the video, but so my results probably won't be as good as theirs because they know what they're doing, and uh, I don't necessarily always know what I'm doing. uh, but I have fun, and that's what really matters. Andrea's on lunch break for class, so she can't stay very long. Well, thanks for popping in. fine. I'm going to let this sit just a minute, and then I'm going to see if I can pull it off. Okay. It's kind of all become one big sheet, which is nice, but might be harder to pull off. Okay. Well, there it is. And it's pretty cool, actually. I haven't heard anything, but I haven't been really on Facebook except for about half a minute. So, um, so I don't know. I would like to know though. They just put patterns on the gel plate and then pulled up with tea bags, then collaged with them. Oh, okay. So basically, probably basically what I'm planning to do. Oh, Tanya's here. Sorry, Tanya.
She didn't find me. Sooner than
well,
you
at least you didn't have to come on and, make a comment and wave your hands and stuff.
Well, I did make a comment.
Oh, did you? Well, I missed it.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, that's
you read
funny.
you read Andrea's right underneath mine, but you missed mine. But that's okay.
Oh, that is funny. Oh, yeah, there you are. I see you now.
Uh-huh.
Yep, but I did miss
Okay.
it.
You gonna leave us like this, or you gonna put us in
Oh,
squares?
no. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Because
better.
I would change my view a little if it was.
Yeah.
Hello to everybody, because everybody that was here when
Hi,
I
Janice.
wasn't. So I'm just gonna say hey. And Barb, I'm doing pretty good. I had assessments Tuesday. Now I will tell you my shoulder is sore beyond belief this morning. But that's what happens when you tell them you're leaving in a week and you want all the exercises you got to have for the next month and a half so that you know what you're doing. So they start adding stuff to you, and that just
Yeah.
which is fine. I don't mind that that's why I told them that I was leaving in a week. And then I may have to do more when we get back, but that's all, it all depends on how it goes. Because, it takes a year. Anytime you have any kind of surgery, it takes a year. So, we'll see. The girl that has assessed me Tuesday said that she felt like I was doing better than most people at this time frame. So, but I will tell you that if you do the exercises they tell you to do, then you're usually doing better. That's,
Yeah.
I have missed very few days. I missed a couple of days last week because, Jamie and I were shopping till we dropped.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's a friend time is exempt from all other
That's right. So, and I've been working in the garden a lot, so that makes it, that makes it tired and sore. Which,
yeah.
Tired and sore is fine. So, well, Julie, here's the deal about shoulders that I didn't know. The joint in your shoulder and the muscles in your shoulder have to move in more directions than any other joint in your body. Okay, so it has to move more directions. So they need to be stronger. Plus, they have to there's less resistance because you have to not only strengthen them and stretch them, but then you have to make them sure that they do what they're supposed to do in the right direction. So, yeah, one of the things she did today was to add 3 exercises with a stupid little round weighted ball. She said you can take a break in the middle. Yeah. I had to take a break in the middle. I couldn't do them all. I mean, all I had to do was roll it on the wall. You'd think that
A
was something
ball?
simple. Yep, it's a weighted ball. It's about this big,
Yeah.
and it has weight in it. So when you're putting your hand on the wall and you squash it, then you have to roll it first up and down and then back and forth and then around in circles. And that's all you do. You just like, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a rotator, many ways to move and sometimes with weight. Yep. So, that's all I had to do. And it I had to stop in the middle. I honestly couldn't do them all. So, I mean, it didn't take, I mean, I went right back at it in a few minutes, but at the same time, so, but the doctor was pleased.
I have to show you this. My tea bag
Uh-oh.
came up with my paper.
Well, that's
But
because
won't those be fun to collage with?
oh, they will be amazing. I
And
did not have wherewithal or energy to find things. Plus, everything is such a mess. For me to try to jelly plate today would have just been,
well, I didn't expect you to jelly plate with me. I was just letting you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
But also the what was I going to say? I mean, I knew you already had plans of things you were wanting to get done.
Well, but yeah, it just, it was, it was just the other thing was is that I wasn't even sure I would get back, and I guess I could have eaten my lunch
Uh oh,
faster, but what? Uh-oh.
something happened. Am I still there?
Yes, you're still here.
For some reason, my camera is trying to go into. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what
Okay.
that was. I didn't click on anything. Didn't even have my hand on the mouse. But it
The camera did
it
something.
tried to pull up my camera software. I was like, I don't know why you're trying to do that.
Okay, well, I keep my camera software open when I'm streaming just so that I can zoom it in and out, but so it's just behind, but
Well, I
it's
I don't
4.4.
because when I open mine, it says camera not available, so it doesn't let me do anything.
Doesn't let you do anything, huh? That's really weird. And also last week they added these wall slide things that I can't do right now. I can do parts. I have to do them like two or three at a time, and then I have to go back in a few hours later and do two or three more. So I still have a few of those to do today because for some unknown reason it's pulling my back.
Ooh,
And
that's
it's
not
the
good.
way, yeah, it's not good. It's the way I'm doing it, I'm sure. It's Nicole thinks I'm clenching my back, but you know, she said just she didn't want me to not do them, but she said if I did them like I was saying, then that would be okay because I can get two or three done, and then my back starts to hurt. So
So then you just wait a while and do them again.
yeah, I basically every time I walk through a door frame, I try to do a couple because that's where you
I'm
got to
glad
do
you can't miss us, Julie. We're glad you're here, even if it's 4:43 a.m. Oh my
them. Yeah,
goodness,
yeah.
my brain
Cats.
wouldn't be awake enough to do devotionals. I don't even know if I'd be awake enough to watch people stream.
I was going to say she's devoted. That's for sure.
She is. She is our biggest Australian fan. Not
Yeah.
yeah. Um, and Barbara's got some tea bags, so she can maybe do this. I'm gonna let this dry here. Oh, I've got my fan.
Yeah. Oh, they have those little fans at Dollar Tree again.
I saw some the other day.
Um, Guys, they have these little fans at Dollar Tree again. Um, Look where they have the tween stuff, where where the unicorns are, where a lot of that stuff is. That's where they're showing up, and they were in a bunch of different colors, and I've seen them at two or three Dollar Trees. So, and they work. Lisa got a better one, but they work really good to dry your jelly plate off.
Yeah, when mine died, I had to have one right away. So I
Yeah. So.
so I Amazon, and this
Hmm.
was the cheapest thing I could find on Amazon, and it's rechargeable,
Yeah, and
USB-C rechargeable.
that's a good thing.
and it was only $7. So I think
Yeah.
it was a good deal. Ethan thinks it's a good deal too because when he comes out here and works on his models, he uses it to help his models dry. You know, the glue
Ah,
dry faster.
Barbara's weaving on a cardboard loom because she can't find her clover loom.
Well,
Uh,
when you want to weave, you find a way to do it. Sounds
that's
like
right.
you've found a way. So, okay.
Um,
Um, let's bring this back. I could put another color on it.
but I
Okay.
had I had to do two hauls with all the stuff that I got while Jamie was here. I had a little bit of stuff, just a little tiny bit before Jamie came, but Jamie said our Dollar Trees are better than her Dollar Tree, so we did some Dollar Tree shopping and thrift store shopping and
So you got videos going to come out soon about that?
yeah, yeah. I think
Yay.
Saturday and next Wednesday. I think I I've got some editing stuff to do to them.
Yeah. I'm still in the middle of watching your video about the books and getting inspiration
Yeah.
when you're
Well,
out of
and
it.
Barbara made a comment about that's something maybe we should talk about on a live stream sometime.
Yeah.
Um, so that we can all talk about it together. And I think that would be a really good live stream. I don't think I have time to do that before we leave. So maybe when we get back,
Yeah.
maybe we can have company and have hi Randy.
That sounds fun.
It was suggested to me on Susan Taylor Brown's stream yesterday when I was asking the chat where I could have possibly the dang loop. Oh, that's why she's using cardboard. Um,
Yeah. Well, I
but
we taught a whole bunch of elementary school kids how to weave on a cardboard loom. I wove that was one of the first things I did was weave on a cardboard loom. So they legitimately make good stuff. The kids made
yeah,
mug rugs, for their parents out of it, but I
let
don't
me
remember
see. I
what I
think we
made
did
out
that.
of mine.
I've done that just many times, probably at school and at Cub Scouts. Who knows what
I
all.
love this. I can see my fingers through it.
That is really cool. I think it would too, Barbara. Because I'm going to tell you that you mentioned a couple of books you used. Well, I have those books and I've used them too. I could pull books all day for that kind of thing. Um, the biggest and most important thing I can tell you that no matter what you do, you just got to keep doing, even if you don't think you like it, you just keep doing it. And because just just like any kind of art, if you don't do it, it you can't get better at it. You can't get, I mean, if you don't like it, as far as what we do, most of the times it's just a piece of paper
Yeah, that's
and a
true.
little paint. It's
Hi,
not
Randy.
it's
We're glad
you
you're
know
here. Randy said she's never seen this kind of binding before, Tanya, so you might want to talk her through it a little bit or tell her where
Oh
to
boy, and
find
I
it
just
or
I just
something.
put on the last one. So here's what I'm going to tell you. This is called a slip knot binding. It is I use it a lot. I use it a tremendous amount when you have single pages, and they need to be fairly sturdy single pages. These are postcards that I send. I send my mother a postcard every day when we're on a trip, and then I bind them that trip into a book. So this was our fall trip last year. It was kind of short. It wasn't a very long trip. Um, we just went North Alabama, North Georgia, that kind of thing. Um, but what it is a really really good binding for single sheets that are sturdy. And what happens is when you open it, just a minute. I don't really want to show my mom's address on the thing. when you open it, it lays flat. Okay, so when you turn the pages, they're always flat. So this also works really good for, say, some kind of journal where you want to work on it later. I don't do that. I almost always work on my pages um, open and flat, and then bind it after the fact. That's just the way I like to work. I also sometimes, a lot of times, I work on my pages, 3 or 4 of them at a time, doing different layers. So that's another reason, because then if they're in a book, I can't do that because they're wet. I don't like to use that. That is gorgeous, Lisa.
This is really fun.
Yeah.
I thought
Um,
I just started to do it.
the I don't like to use the heat tool on my pages. It's just one of those things. For one, I don't have a good place to plug it in, and I have to string a cord all the way across the room. Could maybe one of our mods find that on my channel? There is I'll go find it. It'll be easier for me to find it than it will be to have you find it. So I'll be right back. But it's I've done a couple of different. Sorry, I got to open 3 pages here. I've done a couple of different videos on it. I've got to have this. And we've been using it for a long time.
I can't find my book with all my smaller stencils in it.
Uh-oh.
That's what happens when you put them up somewhere. See, then you can't find them. Oh well, I'll just use some big ones. Just
Huh.
be kind of.
This is weird.
What's wrong?
It's not letting me do a search. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm getting it.
She's getting it.
Okay. There, I think that. There you go. Now you can book it, and so you can watch it from the beginning. But
Sorry,
when you do this binding, what's the matter, hon?
I dropped my brayer and made a lot of noise. I just said I'm
Oh,
sorry.
oh, don't worry about it. When you do this binding, I always start from the back because in a minute I'm going to put stuffs on it. Um, and then I work my way to the front. You don't have to do that, but you go through the hole and then through in the middle between these and pull it. Now I will tell you, don't pull too hard because it will pull through if you're not careful. And I'll go get a book here in a second that's finished and I'll show it to you. But because I got to go get some, I didn't get a chance and I need some beads. But I just really like this binding. It's simple, it's easy, it looks nice. It's not the same as what is that one we did with Hannah on the triangle book?
Oh, the Coptic.
Coptic. It's not the same as Coptic because your pages are single and individual, and the
Ooh,
Coptic takes. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, so since I'm done at the top, I've got to tie these, and what I do to do that is I wrap things around the top thread. And you can tie them inside so you don't have any outside, but I like to tie them outside so that I use these little threads to attach things.
What does the end of the string look like? She's using a waxed linen thread, aren't you?
Yes, I'm using a wax linen thread.
And that
Um,
makes it so much easier not to have to worry about a needle.
yeah, it's sturdy. This is a fine one. Just a minute, I'll get out the. I got I've got the spool here. Wax linen can be expensive, but I'm going to tell you what, it is beyond nice for doing this kind of thing. It does come in different um, thicknesses based on how many strands are in it. Now, this stuff was cheaper. It was somewhere along the line. I got it at like Michael's or Hobby Lobby,
Hi,
and
Joy.
it's
We're
not near
glad you're
as
here.
nice, but it's good for some things. This is the good stuff from the basket place that I get wax linen from, but it's stiff, yeah, and it just means that I don't have to have a needle. It ties nice, it stays nice, and you can pull it snugly, and it keeps the snug. And I'm kind of, I kind of a little, I guess, anal about how the binding looks and make sure that it stays snug, because after you have 500 people looking at this, um, I can tell you that it does get looser. So I have to have it snug in the first place.
Yeah.
And as soon as I tie these all off, so I know where I'm at, I will go fetch one that's finished. But we've used this. We did a crunchy. What did we call it? It was crunchy and it made noise. It was. It was.
We started calling them the crunchy books after we had made them, but
Yes.
the first one we made, I think we called them cardboard something. I don't remember for
Yeah.
sure.
But they made
But we
such fun crunchy noises that we finally called them crunchy books.
yeah.
Um, but they were just cardboard and they were collaged on pages, and it was really fun. And yes, you can wax thread yourself, and it makes it a whole lot nicer. Hi, Mina.
Hi Mina, we're glad you're here. I'm sorry this is so noisy.
That's all right. um
Maybe I'm
yes,
sensitive to noise
and that's
today
the
because feels like
using
everything I'm
needles
doing is
works.
making too much noise.
Oh, I think you're not making that much noise. At least the guys behind us have stopped for the day. I came home this a little while ago to some um very loud music and lots of nailing. They're building this huge monstrous gazebo out there. I don't think they're adding to the house. I think they're just building a. They're outside a lot. They have big parties. They. No. Okay, so these are all tied off. It's all ready to go. Now I've got to have some beads and um.
Thank you, Randy.
Yeah, see, I didn't think she sounded loud either. I have to have some beads, and then I'll go to get my other book. Lisa, it just dawned on me. What time are you planning on getting off today?
I haven't thought about it. I was just glad to get here because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to.
Okay,
So
well,
whenever you need to get off is fine.
okay, because I can't stay a whole lot later after 4:15 because we have to take Jeff's dad's car back. He's having a conniption because he doesn't have two cars.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
So
that's probably a good time for me to get off anyway.
okay, that's what I thought. So that's why I told Jeff. I'll
I'm
be right
usually
back.
try to get off by 4:30, so 4:15 is
Yeah,
fine.
because you've got to go get Hannah, don't you?
Yeah, but I don't have to pick her up till 6. But I got to get the puppy out.
Mm.
Got to get the puppy out. I
Okay,
feel
well,
like
I'll
the
be right
Dunkin'
back.
Donuts man. Time to get the puppy out. Time to put the puppy up. Time to get the puppy out. Time to put the puppy up.
Oh, you're funny.
Okay, now then, we're going to add, hmm, Longhorn Steakhouse, open now for what you love. I do love Longhorn Steakhouse. It's just just a second and I'll show you. It's just a tray like you would serve stuff on. It just happens to have it has a design underneath, but the tray itself, you know, on the top where you put your food is smooth, and so that's why I put my jelly plate there. Okay, let's take this off, and we're going to put it right there, and we're going to put this one right here, and we're going to clean that stencil as good as we can. I think this is going to be so pretty. Okay, let's now put this. Let's find one that's, there we go.
Okay. Oh, okay. So this is one of the books I made already, and you can see it doesn't matter how many pages it's in it. You just keep working, and like I said, it does after a while start to get looser, but it's still pretty solid. And like this is why I like to tie it from the back to the front, so that I can put stuffs like this on the end pieces. And even though this one, see, this one is, the binding does add some stuff to it, so it's not gator mouth, it's the opposite of gator mouth, which is no big deal. But see, when even this one, when you open it, it kind of lays flat. Let me back up so you can see better.
This is so much fun. Looky there.
Oh, that is so pretty. Also, it's little, so you get to do a bunch.
That's right.
Yeah. See, so even though it is really fat, it still lays flat when you open it. So this is the year we went to see Lisa.
Yeah, I thought that was from that year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. See,
You
Lisa
need to do that again.
in there.
Doesn't have to be this year, but sometime.
Well, we were discussing last night that our trip might have to be rearranged a little. The tornadoes they're having is causing a lot of trouble.
It's bad.
Yeah, and thanks, Randy. And my mother
You,
loves getting the postcards every day. So plus, it's like somebody asked me once, did I journal on our trips? And yes, I do some, but this is like a journal every day, like a little tiny tidbit of what we've been doing every day, and it's in this. So, you know, it's and sometimes, quite frankly, sometimes there's just not enough time to do everything I want to do. And this little bit of art that I do, and these are all, I make most of these. There's some that are bought, but a lot of these are this one I bought. That one I made. I take brochures, and that one just, I bought a new stencil, a couple new stencils. Dollar Tree, probably. But so not only that do I write in it, I also get a little bit of art time. And these, I collect flat pennies, but also if we hit a bead store, because I always have to look for the bead stores. I collect little trinkets from the bead stores too. So while I was over there, I got some beads out to decide which ones I'm going to use. And I think I'm going to use this fun red one.
I'll have to show you what I found. That reminds me of it. I just found it the other day. I'll show
Yeah,
you
you
in a
have to
minute.
show me. Hi Beth. I didn't see her come in, but she's here.
Hi, Beth. I'm glad you're here. I didn't see you come in either, but I'm
Oh,
glad you're here. Boy, she came in a minute ago. I'm sorry, Beth.
that's what happens when my head's down.
Yeah, me too.
These are the
Ooh, look at that. It's all fadedy.
oh, that's pretty. These are the flat pennies I got this year, but I'm also going to put on, these are buttons that antique buttons that I found in the little shop. I thought I had some other things, but I'm not finding it. So, no big deal. So,
One thing about the tea bags, they dry really fast.
oh, yeah. I would imagine. What do I need? I need something to lay these beads out on.
And they're small, so I don't have to have a huge space to lay them out.
Yeah.
As soon as I get, get a bunch of them laid out, then when I need that space, they're dry already. So that's working out good. Okay.
The other thing about the wax linen is they go through the bead. It goes through the beads really well. Oh, I need a needle pin. Hi, Crafty.
Hi, Crafty. We're glad you're here. Do we have a regular parentally given name for you? I'm trying to find my list. Well, where is it? I can't
Well,
find it.
I'm not seeing one.
Uh, well, we would
Hi,
like to
Mandy.
have a name for you.
Yes. Crafty, do you have a name that we would like us to call you? Or do you want us to call you Crafty?
We don't mind calling you Crafty, but we'd be happy to call you something a little more personal if you
As,
want.
as my husband says, it's
Casey.
a lot.
Okay. Welcome, Casey.
Welcome, Casey. My husband would say, as long as it's not late for dinner.
That's right. Don't call late for dinner. That's
Okay. I gotta get my list down though because I'll forget.
okay. I think this one is done. What do you think?
You think that's done? Probably. It
Well,
needs
I
some
could put a
doodles on
print
it.
on it though.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
but it could be
So
doodles on.
it could be doodled on. That's what I'm thinking.
No wonder I can't see the chat.
Do you have it in the wrong place or?
No, I got the wrong stupid glasses on.
Oh. Hmm. Well,
I
I'm
just
hoping
realized that
in the next
I
day
just
or
real
two to get my new glasses.
I just realized that they're purple, and the purple ones I can't see chat. So
Ah, I just when I went had to get my prescription, they had to send it off because my prescription's complex. It's not one
yes,
they just keep in
I've
the
heard.
drawer.
Yes, Well, they used to tell me that too. I will tell you that probably means that if you ever have to have cataract surgery, they're going to tell you what they told me. Oh, well, you can't wear the regular uh they can't implant the regular lenses. They got to implant, you know,
The
some
special one.
fancy lenses so that you can see without your glasses.
Yes, it is, Casey. Just a second, and I'll show you. I was supposed to show somebody else already, and I forgot. Okay, that. Um. Okay, let's do this.
I'm going to interrupt you for just a minute.
Go ahead.
Let me see if I can get this really close because um, I have a little knot tying trick, and those of you who haven't watched this
You want me to
before, I
make
will
you
show
big?
you. You can if you want.
Okay.
I'm going to try to zoom in just as tight as I can get in just a second.
Okay.
Okay. 1 second. I gotta get the beads on there first. Okay. Let's see how tight I can get in there. Probably not great, but that's it. Okay. So I have the beads on here. And the thing is, I want the knot right there, right? If I put the knot on and I start it and I try to slide it down, it doesn't work so good. And getting it right there is hard. So if I put this needle, I used to use a big quilting pin, but I didn't have one this morning, so using a needle. I put the needle in here, and then it's hard to show you. It's one of those things I've done for 1,000 times. But I hold the needle right where I want the knot with my finger right there. And then as I pull this, I can push the needle even tighter down against where I want the knot. And then I slide it out. And to get 2 knots in the same place is almost impossible unless you do that. So once again, I'm going to make my little circly knot thing, and then I'm going to stick this in, and I'm going to put the needle right where I want the knot and pull it down. And that way I can get my knots right where I want them. This is such a big deal when you're trying to tie thousands of knots.
It
And I have
is a
done
big
some,
deal because getting them where you want them, they
yeah,
don't always want to go there.
yep. Okay, you can make me a little again.
Okay. All right. I've got to
Okay,
do something real quick that's kind of messy, and then
well,
I'm
then
going
you
to
might
show
want to
y'all
make
what
yourself
my
big.
jelly plate's on. Do what?
You might want to make yourself big while you show that. Casey, I used to do these big, huge statement necklaces that were all knotted together with lots and lots of my lamprey beads and lots of seed beads. And so that's when I learned how wonderful wax linen was. And I learned that little trick because, I mean, I'm not kidding. A necklace might have 1,000 knots in it.
Yeah. Whew. And if you mess up one, then you have to struggle for 10 minutes to get it out.
Oh,
Here is
well,
what what my plate's
on.
on. It's just a little tray, and on this side it's you could it's like embossed, and then this side was flat. So I got it at the thrift store for $1 or something like that, specifically for because I knew it would fit this jelly plate. So
Yeah. So,
okay, I'm going to try to make some textures on this plate with some of these things. We'll see if
ooh,
it
that's gonna
works
be
or not.
fun. Oh,
Julie
another
says, I
thing
like
is,
putting the. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tanya.
oh, well, I use bigger beads, and then the last one is the one that's tiny, so that because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to try to get a whole ton of tiny beads on there,
I don't blame you, though. That's good.
you know. So, what were you gonna say?
I was going to say, Julie said, I love putting the crackle effect on things. Just scrunch up some paper a few times and lay it out roughly on the plate and lightly tap it. I've scrunched things up and then dabbed them like this, but I haven't ever done it that way. So we'll do that in a minute. Um, anyway, sorry. That's what I was going to say. Oh, I was going to show you what I found.
Yeah, you're gonna show us something.
Yeah.
She forgot. That's okay.
Yeah. I forget easy. And I'm just throwing my stencils on the floor. Okay. I found this bag under some stuff.
Okay, well, make yourself big so we can see it better.
Okay. Shows you how much too much stuff I have. Okay. So here's this bag. And I was like, Ripper fruits. I don't even know what that. Oh, riper fruits. Okay. See, I was like, I don't even know what this is, but it's not fruit. I know that. And so I pulled it out, and I got some of these things in here that I had forgotten I got at an estate sale. But that's not what I was going to show you. Although they're cute, so I'll show you anyway. But this is just a piece of lace. But doesn't that look like that'd be perfect in a journal?
Oh yeah, it belongs in one.
It does. And then this, I can see this on the cover.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yep.
And this is a Kleenex box cover, but it has
That.
this really pretty corners that I thought would be fun.
Uh-huh.
And then it's good cotton fabric, so it could be, you could dye that or something and use it. But and then there's this, and of course I got these for the lace as much as the fabric.
Oh yeah.
I can't get that one to show up. There we go. And then this is another one I thought might be fun on the cover. And then this one was really, rusty stained, but I really like this.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that's there. Oh, here's a little one like that other one that also will be cute on a cover. Anyway, I got
That's what
all
happens
those.
when you find stuff buried underneath things, right? Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's what happens when you find stuff buried. And the funny thing is I hadn't even missed it and wondered where it was.
Uh-huh.
That's when you didn't buy it with the intent to use it. You bought it because you like it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It wasn't like I had a project. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I have another bag for my paper bag journal.
Oh yeah.
But this is what I was going to show you.
Ooh.
And I bought these purely on nostalgia because when I was a kid, there was a lady, we called her the bee lady. I don't know what her real name was. She lived about a block away, and we would go and she would sell us. The tubes were not this long, they were only about that long.
Yeah.
But she would
Mm-hmm.
sell us tubes of these little seed beads for 10 cents each.
Oh my goodness.
And some of them were in bottles like this with corks on the end.
Goodness.
And I don't have any of those. But when I saw these, all I could think of was the bead lady, and I had to buy them. So I have to find a use for them because I don't like use seed beads very often because they're tiny. But anyway, I've got two greens and two blues and a red and a black and a brown and a not quite white. And then what's in these little tubes. But anyway, this was something I bought on nostalgia. Plus it was a good deal. I think she let me have it all for $5. So
Well,
that
that's
was a
not too
good,
bad
not as
because
good
I'm
as
going to tell
10
you what.
cents would have been, but
Yeah,
probably as good as 10 cents was when I was 8 years old.
this tube that I got in my hands probably eight,
Oh,
nine
just a
years
second.
old.
Let me put you back.
This one, and it was
Uh-huh.
3.90, and it's a plain bead. The metallics I've got, some of them were $12 a tube, and I haven't bought seed beads since before we left South Dakota.
Yeah.
So, it's been a long time since I've bought seed beads, and um,
So I got a good
now
deal,
these,
even by nowadays money.
yeah, you got a very good deal. Now, a lot of the seed beads I have were not. I've put them into tubes over time, and because I bought them by half kilo and kilo
Oh goodness, yeah.
in bags. Well, I used to do kits, and when you're doing a kit, you need more. Plus, it was cheaper than to buy. If I bought 3 tubes, I could buy a kilo. So
Yeah.
it was in a lot of respects. So it was just one of those. That was an economics thing.
Barbara says I've still got a bunch of those seed bead tubes.
Well, I hate to tell you all this. You guys have seen my map drawers in my studio, right? The purple
Yes.
ones. So, okay. I have a drawer for size 8s, a drawer for size 10s, and a drawer for size 3s, 6s, 6, 8, and 10s. Then
So
I
is
have
the
a
smaller number the smaller bead or the bigger bead?
the bigger the number, the smaller the bead.
Okay.
So the 10s are smaller. But then I have a drawer that has mixes in it and size 15s in it. So that's 4 drawers now, right? Okay. of the whole drawers. Then
Hi,
I have
Sherry. We're glad you're
um
here. Sorry to interrupt, but I
that's all
didn't want to
right. Then I
forget.
have some then I have some more in a fifth drawer, but that's not all seed beads. But then I have some seed beads in plastic containers which are not in the drawers. They're in another place. So I probably have a solid 5 drawers of seed beads. And that's if they're all in my brain where I know that they're at. Now, that's kind of sad since I haven't used them for much at for anything. But, you know, I also have enough glass rods that I didn't have to buy a single rod last year for all the beads I made. So, okay. Sounds like someone is having a party at 5:52 a.m. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Hi, Sherry. I think I said hi to Mindy. I hope so. Is that going to work?
Well, this one is it's not shaped where it's the best, but I'm getting something, so I'm just doing it around the edges.
Okay. Is that potpourri of some sort?
I don't know. It has, yeah, I guess it does. It still has a faint smell,
Okay.
but I just bought it because I thought, oh, these would be fun things to use on the jelly plate,
Oh, mm-hmm. Yep, yep.
and it was a quarter or something like that at the thrift store. It was not. It was not very expensive
Mm-hmm. That's the
because it's
kind you got
practically
it.
worthless unless you can think of something to do with it.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, and if you don't like it on a jelly plate, you don't feel bad about um finding it another home.
That's right. Or the trash.
That's right. That's what I was thinking about. The trash.
That will be its other home when I'm through with it.
That
So
will be its other home. Yep. Mhm.
noise curfew doesn't finish till 7 a.m.
Ooh.
I don't. We don't have a noise curfew, but um, if somebody's making a ton of noise after 10 p.m., sometimes the police will come by and say something to them if you report them. But um, the
Well,
only time
since
that happens around here is usually at New Year's and 4th of July.
you know, technically, because we live in the county, we don't have those kinds of things either.
I need a white sheet of paper to show these on because it's on my hand. It's hard to see the print.
The other
Okay,
thing
that's
is
better.
oh, that is pretty. Yep. That thing made more of a print than you thought.
Yeah. Well, I used 3 different things. So,
Oh, okay. See, I
um,
wasn't watching carefully.
that's all right. You're busy, but I'm having fun with these things. So,
Well, and we don't live in a neighborhood with what do you call those things? We don't live in a housing authority thing. We our
an
neighborhood doesn't
HO,
have
whatever.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't either. We
Um.
live in a really old part of town, and it's like, um, you know, I think livestock is still grandfathered in. that's how that's how old our part of town is.
Well, it is Texas.
It
You
is
know
Texas.
that
That's
you're
right.
right. It is Texas. Uh-huh.
But there are parts of town where you can't have your livestock.
Well, we had a goat in the backyard here a few months ago. Wasn't ours, but it kept getting out though. Okay, I have to tell you, she finally came after it, and Jeff said, and she said, I don't understand how it gets out. And Jeff said, well, how high is your fence? And she said, well, it's just chain link fence. That's like goats climb. It's like
Yeah,
okay, goats
you
climb.
need razor wire on top.
Well, and I'm not even sure that would stop one.
Or one of those that curves like this into your yard,
Yeah,
so
and
it
I
can't go
yeah,
like in a jail.
yes, like at the jail. A razor wire plus the curve might do it. Okay. Do we want to fight with this? No, Tanya doesn't have the wherewithal to fight with that today. She's going to throw it
No
away.
fighting, she says.
No, no fighting. I don't like it when the strings get short.
I
Yeah,
don't blame
Randy. Yeah, Randy says she lives in a housing authority. Yes, and but our neighborhood, while it when it was built as one of the. I mean, all of the neighbors, all of the houses actually had pools in the backyard. That's it was built as the neighborhood for the CEOs for the chemical plant that was up the road. But we don't have a pool because the bank filled it in before we bought the house, which is fine because we wouldn't have bought the house had it had a pool. That's how I feel about pools.
they're just a headache waiting to happen
Well,
and danger
yeah, and
lawsuits waiting to happen and all of that
there's
stuff.
so much work and I don't swim, so what would I want with a pool? Mm. Jeff doesn't swim, but I mean Jeff can swim, but he doesn't particularly like to swim. So,
Yeah, I, I said something about when the kids were little about a pool, not wanting to put a big pool in, but some kind of pool that would last more than one summer.
mhm.
And Darren said, "No, we're gonna wait till we're old and we're gonna get a hot tub."
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
I'm not even sure I want that headache. Although
okay, this
it
is
does
what I'm
sound right.
fixing to use.
Ooh, that's gonna
We'll
be
see if it
fun.
works. Oh,
I
it
can see
does.
a little bit. I wouldn't mind that today. What I so there are days when I would like one of those jacuzzi tubs in the bathroom,
Yeah,
but one of my cousins is a high-end plumber. I mean, he in suburbs of Detroit, he does these really fancy houses.
right.
He had one of those jacuzzi houses jacuzzi tubs in the house he built. He wouldn't let anybody use it. He put it in there because they would eventually sell that house to make a bigger one,
Uh-huh.
and but he wouldn't let anybody use it. He said they are the biggest problem as far as plumbing goes because they get clogged up. Hi,
Ah.
Kellyanne. Hi, Dawn.
Hi, Kellyanne. Hi, Dawn. Sorry, we're busy. we
Yeah,
we didn't notice, but we're glad you're here. Okay. Um, I don't know if this will come off on a tea bag or not, but we're gonna try and see. How is sneering today?
I'm not sure.
Me either. How is sneering today, Kellyanne? I've been
Okay.
trying not to sneer today. How is everyone? She says. Oh, don't you just love computers?
There are days. Uh-huh. Oh, guess what? No, no, no. I deleted the remark. Oh dear. Oh dear.
It's all
Uh,
right, Kellyanne.
I don't know about it. We knew that. We're.
Oh, goodness.
I'm.
Okay, you have to look at this.
Oh, that's really cool.
I haven't pulled this up yet, but let me pull it up before I.
Like Barbara says, we love uh spell check. Yep, yep.
That's pretty. That looks like fabric.
Oh, that is really pretty. It looks very oriental.
It does. I love it. Autocorrect can be embarrassing at times.
Yep.
That's okay. I'm glad I bought these little quarter things here.
There you go. Have to save your favorites and throw out the ones you don't like.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Oops, oops. Don't fall over. Okay.
Come here. Are you? Yeah. No, I think we better go down. I will tell you that when I'm doing a huge amount like this one, where I've got a whole bunch of them, I don't put them all in the same joint. I usually go down and do some of them in the next page down, just so it doesn't yank on one set of threads so hard, because that stuff is stuff that will get caught, as
that's
it's
a
on
good
the
tip.
table. So I just open the book at another page or two down and tie in more threads, and it just helps on the binding. It just keeps it a little, there again, it just makes it last a little longer.
Two.
And they'll probably outlive me, but that's, someday my kid might look at them. I don't know if he will or not. He'll probably bring in a LOL sneering about peeing my pants. Well, we were trying to figure out what we were talking about, but oh dear.
Okay,
Okay.
we're gonna try to do something similar to that red one again with blue. I need to put one of those grippy things under this because it's so noisy. It's not perfectly level, evidently, because it rocks.
Rocks. Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay, let's try this bigger one. It has bigger holes. We'll see if that'll work.
Jeff pretty much has my greenhouse all finished up.
Yay!
We need to order some rock to put in the floor, but I told him that I wasn't putting any plants in there for when we're gone because I have to leave everything outside where it will get rain.
Right.
So I said, the rock is not. It's not one of those things that we have to rush to get, because he was trying to get everything done so that I could put plants in there. He didn't realize that I wasn't going to, and I said, because he had other things he needed to do too. So, okay, bye, Barb.
Bye, Barb. Thanks for coming. Have a great
Um,
Easter yourself.
so he has started on a cover for in back to, and the other thing is that he was trying to get some more beds made for me, and I said all of that can wait till we get back. So he's working on another project for himself, that to cover up in the back where he is storing stuff that he doesn't want to get wet.
Well, that makes sense. Sounds like an important job
Yeah.
since you live in
Hmm.
Florida.
Well,
If you
and
lived in
especially,
Amarillo, it wouldn't be so important at the moment.
yeah, especially since he got a whole bunch more wood, so there's not enough room in his shop to store it all. So he's trying to, get that. Shoot, I just shoved everything the wrong way. He's trying to get that sorted out so he can put that wood in side or underneath while we're gone. So, um, if you guys ever do anything with metal like this, I have a couple of different pairs of these. Let's turn on the focus. Just a minute. Sorry, I got to get my doodad here. Um, Come on, focus, baby, focus. Okay. This little pin goes in the hole at the bottom. This is a fancy hole punch for metal, and that pin can be replaced. I have replacement pins somewhere.
That's
I also
nice.
have one of these that has a little square head. Um, I think this is the expensive pair. The other pair was not so expensive, but you can buy reasonably priced ones at least used to be able to at Hobby Lobby and Michael's, but it'll be in the jewelry department. Now, let's see if my arm is strong enough to punch these today or if I'm going to have to go get the screw punch. I
You could
don't
try your
know.
left hand.
I know that my left hand is not coordinated enough.
Oh, okay. Oh, you did
It
it.
worked. I did it. It's not a problem. It's more in my hand than in my shoulder. That's the deal. Now it will punch through this. It'll punch through most things. I actually have a screw punch if I have to, because sometimes you have to have something stronger. But if you
I
need to
have a
punch
screw
metal,
punch. Well, we may not be thinking of the same thing. The one I have, you push down on.
okay, that's a Japanese punch, and it
Yeah.
really doesn't work very well for metal.
I was gonna say I
It
wouldn't have thought it would.
Yeah. The screw punch I have, it looks like it's like a little square block. And just a minute. It will be easier just to draw you a picture. Okay. It looks like this. A little rectangular block has these little slots in it like this. This screws down through there and has a little screw thing that punches through your metal right there. Okay. And then it falls out the bottom. Okay, if this kind doesn't work, this will usually work better, but they're a little pricier. Um, it just, I know that sometimes this doesn't work very well. But if, like bottle caps, this works for bottle caps. Um, Pretty much most everything.
That's
Julie's
good to know.
bag. Yeah. All right, so.
I have regular punches. I have a punch for leather, but I don't have one for metal.
Yeah. And I would hate to try my big bite. First off, it makes too big of a hole for these. But I would be really afraid that I would damage my big bite.
Yeah, me too.
Um, I'd rather take it out to the shop and use the drill on it. Yeah, this is working fine. It doesn't really take my shoulder; it just taking my hand.
There's that one. I'm not
Ooh,
sure
that's
what it looks like.
I don't know, but it's pretty. Those are going to be pretty when you collage with them.
I think they will be.
Come on off. But you can't attach these until you punch holes in them, so that's why we're having to punch holes today. Hi, Lori.
Hi, Lori.
Lori says
So
she has
glad
a
you're
Tim
here.
Holtz. Lori says she has a Tim Holtz tool like that drawing. Yeah. Um, you can buy them from most jewelry supply companies. I'm sure I bought mine at a show someplace. Someplace where we did a bead show. Um, I don't know. You might be able to get them at Hobby Lobby. I've never tried, so I just know that they had these simply because somewhere along the line I was teaching class and using this, and we were sharing it, And one of my students said that they had gotten it, so I double checked and they had gotten it there. McKaysville, Georgia. Okay. That must have been I think this was a tiny little town that we went into. On the nippy side, it was like 85 here today. Okay. It's just April. What does that tell you July is going to be like?
It's just April. Quit being
Yeah.
so hot.
Yeah. Just too hot. And Jeffrey said that the love bugs are out and they don't come out till the end of May. Not normally. Which, that's not going to be a pleasant thing. They're wanting to stick on there today. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Little River Canyon Center. Little Five River, Alabama. Okay. Don't remember. Oh, I know where that was. Actually, that's where we went down on the river with the Jeep and had lunch on the river.
Lunch on the river. That sounds great.
Oh, it was a beautiful spot. We had
I'm hoping this will look like flowers.
Okay. We had driven this trail the day before and or a few days before, and I said, and there we realized that you could cross the river and go up the other side of the hill onto another trail on the other side of the river. So we decided to go back and sit on the river for a while and then go up that trail to the other side. And so we drove across after we had lunch and played at the river for a while. We drove up the other side. And that's when Jeff decided, no, this is not the place we want to be because it is too wet. We don't do trails that are wet or bad when we're by ourselves. There's too much chance you can get stuck and be.
That is for sure.
Yeah, you're not supposed to go trail riding by yourself. So
no.
But the day we were at the river, let me see if I can find it. I drew this one.
Oh, that's pretty.
And then I drew my cover.
You did good. I like both of those.
I drew both of those on the day we sat on the river. Let me see that again, Lisa. I missed it.
Oh, sorry.
You went away too fast. Ooh, those are really cool tools.
Yeah, I'm liking them. You can use anything on the jelly plate.
Yep, just anything.
Even your potpourri.
Oh yeah, even your potpourri. Well, I wasn't really. I liked this one a lot. I wasn't real fond of the river one. I couldn't make the water look like water because it wasn't blue. Your head says, okay, well the water should be blue, but with all the rocks in it, it wasn't blue.
Oh yeah. Brown. Yep. So, one thing you can do for water is put a little bit of white, like if this is your river going sideways, so it looks like little ripples.
And
that helps it look like water.
Yeah, I probably would. I just it was one of those things. It didn't come
Julie
out
says
quite
flowers there looked like lips. That's what I thought when I was using this thing as it was coming up. I was thinking those look like
looks
lips.
like lips. Okay. So Lisa has lips on her paintings today.
No, I put this in the middle of them to make them look like flowers. Yep. Fixed them up so they would look like flowers and not lips.
Yes, Barbara, me too. A lot of times I do little drawings and stuff when we're in the campground. It just depends on where we're camped. When we're camped in a KOA, that's pretty boring. But if we're camped in a state park or someplace where we're outdoors, then it's a lot more fun. And we really enjoy ourselves with that. We hike a lot too, though. So if I get tired and just, I don't know, Jeff can just keep going and keep going and keep going. So a
The
lot of
Energizer
times,
Bunny.
yeah, he's kind of like that when it comes to hiking. And so a lot of times, if I know that the trail is going to come back around or something like that, I'll hike up the trail or until I'm tired, and I'll either tell him to find me on his way back, or I'll go back the same direction, and that way I can just sit and draw while he finishes up. Or like, um, I don't know. Sometimes some of the trails we've been on, especially out west, they drop off the edge of the mountain, and Tanya doesn't like that.
Tanya does not want to drop off the edge.
I don't like those edgy things. And so if it gets part the way up and it starts doing that, I say, go have some fun and I will sit here and draw. And like I said, if it's going to come right back to me, then I just sit there until he comes back. If not, when I'm done drawing, I just go back down the hill until I'm to where I'm going to run into him. Of course, it didn't help the day that the lady was on the side of the trail and they had to call a helicopter in for I had sent him on around. He was like worrying about me because
I bet when he saw that.
hmm her back spasmed up on her and her husband left her there. He didn't realize that she was like me and they don't necessarily stay together on the trail. So he comes on around and realizes his wife's not there either. So
Brittany says, I saw a little terrain obstacle course set up at a car show that Jeeps were crawling on, and even watching that was terrifying. I couldn't imagine actually being on the edge of a mountain.
well, the crawling on part, as long as it's not on the edge of the mountain, it's not terrifying. When the rocks are right there, we came out the back way from Arches National Monument the year we went to see Lisa, and it was rocky. Jeff was going like this, but it wasn't right along the edges of something, so it didn't bother me. But we've been on flat out little roads that uh, you open your door and you look straight down. So those can get to be. Jeffrey said he didn't know I could hold my breath for 20 minutes.
When it's
So
necessary to keep the car on the road, you can do it, though, huh?
yep, that's right.
Yeah, yeah. You're like me. I always have to help out.
Yep. I just okay. So the other thing is that if it is kind of tight, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to distract Jeff.
Right.
The time we got stuck on that mountain with the motorhome, he he was he was upset that day.
Helps if you turn this the right direction.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to blow
Slow
on.
air up there. It
Um,
wasn't getting dry. I couldn't figure out what was going on. I even turned it up. Sorry.
um, but that was probably just an articulation course, Brittany. Some of the guys in our Jeep group have ramps and stuff that they can make the Jeep do one tire like 3 feet up in the air, and so. But I had gotten when we went to Moab, and that year that we went to see Lisa. After a month of it, I had gotten to the point where I just couldn't take anymore, and I told Jeff, I said, "You got to find somebody else to ride with you or something." And one of the guys in the campground had never driven a Jeep, and he wanted to take some trails. So they took some trails, and he said Jeff told me it was a good thing I didn't go because I had seen this trail before because we'd gone up into one of the national parks, and you could look over the edge of the mountain and see this trail, and it was only wide enough for one Jeep. And that was just like, no, not me. Mm-mm, not me. No, no, no. But
Brittany
they
says,
had
yeah,
gone.
it was like that. It was kind of like a railroad track with rocks and uneven ledges and whatnot, and some
Mm-hmm.
hills.
And some hills. Yep. Um, where were we? Were we in South Dakota? Yeah, I think we were in South Dakota. I was looking for a new car. Not car, but vehicle, because I had show stuff that had to be towed. I needed a big enough vehicle to tote. And at that time, those Hummers, the big Hummers were out.
Uh
And
huh.
I kind of knew I didn't want one because I knew they sucked gas, but I was having trouble finding anything. That's when I bought my big pickup truck. That was economical and would carry stuff. And
Hi, Jacqueline. We're glad you're here. Good to
hi,
see you.
Jacqueline. So we had gone to the dealership because they sold something else. I can't remember what it was, and they didn't have anything like what I wanted. But I was looking at this Hummer, just looking at it, and the salesman says, "Don't you want to take it out back on the test trip?" And I'm like, I yeah. And Jeff's like looking at him. He goes, "Come on, we'll go." And so they were they had this really great test course out back, and I got in the back seat, and Jeff's in the front seat and the salesperson is driving this course. They don't let the customers drive it, of course.
That's smart.
And I'm in the back, and he keeps looking at Jeff and smiling like he's gonna freak me out. Well, there was no edges of mountains there. It was just a matter of the thing would go straight up like this to go over a ledge, and he would tip it sideways. And I've been in a Jeep upside down. Okay, it was not fun, but I've been in one upside down. So he thought he was going to scare me. And Jeff finally looks over at him. He goes, "You're not going to get her that way, right?" And he looks at Jeff and he goes, "Really?" He said, "No." I was just sitting in the back there, seat very calmly. Like, nope, that's not going to work. Not with my wife.
You
Hi,
just got to take
Teresa.
her up on the edge of a mountain if you want to scare her.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Oh, thanks, Teresa. I like my pennies too. I always loved my pennies. There's fewer and fewer of these machines out there. Yeah, it takes the edge. It takes the edge of a mountain. I have to look over. Although I
And
also don't
some
like
of them,
dredge.
they don't let you squish your own pennies anymore. You have to just buy one already squished.
Yep, and they charge extra because they put them in packaging, and a lot of the national parks are doing that, which just makes me sad. It really
Yeah.
makes me sad.
Hi, Teresa. She's waving and nobody was watching.
Oh, I
Sorry.
said hi. I said hi.
Did you? Well,
Unless
see,
you
I
didn't.
missed it. I'm glad you're
Unless you
here.
didn't see me.
Sorry I missed you, even with
And
all your waving.
we're glad everybody's here. Especially if I miss somebody coming in, because I know that I have. I'll be glad to finish this book. I usually try to get the books finished up right after the trip. And with my shoulder, well, we came home sick, and then my shoulder, and
Hmm.
uh-oh, Lisa's being called paged.
Yeah, I'll check it out in a minute. Make sure it's not something important. But okay, well that's interesting.
Huh? I kind of like it.
I do too, but
It didn't come out like you wanted.
no, it didn't come out like I did. In the middle of this tea bag,
Ooh, I
I
like
decided
that.
I might need something like that sometimes. So
Yeah, I kind of like that. That's kind of
yeah.
cool.
Anyway, that was the part of it that uh, wasn't covered by that particular tea bag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we pulled off all the red. I think I just had too much red.
Too much red. Hmm.
So
I don't know. I don't think you can ever get too much red. It's kind of like not having too much purple. Oh, but Jamie and I have a. We're both, not pink girls,
right.
but both of us have decided that fuchsia is not pink.
Okay. It's its own color.
It's its own color because we both like fuchsia.
Well, I like fuchsia and magenta better than I do just pink. So I
Well, yeah.
have to agree with y'all on that.
Yeah.
Okay. Need something. Okay. Those are all. Sorry, I got to turn these over and find one that's probably going to be all dried out by the time I get that done.
Just because you don't want it dry, that's why it'll be that way.
Yeah. Because I finally put a thin enough coat, and then it took me a minute to find my thing, and so.
I really like these maroon beads with this. It's looking. I'm pleased.
Oh, good. Well, the edge came off, so
Okay.
maybe it'll work.
Bye, Randy.
Bye, Randy. Thanks for coming. You have a great day too.
No, it's not red. I would consider fuchsia a pink, but we decided fuchsia's not pink. It's its own color.
Okay, that one probably gonna need something else on top of it because it didn't do
Yeah, it's a
much.
little boring.
A little bit boring. We don't like boring here, so
No, no, no.
okay. I'm gonna put something else on it and then try to pull it up with a regular piece of paper and see if it'll pull up
Okay.
better.
I was surprised, as short as our trip was, how many flat pennies I did find. That was really the case because we didn't do this last fall. We didn't do any national parks. I don't. Yeah,
Thank you,
hmm
Jacqueline.
there was the Gold Museum. I think might have been a National Historic Site. That might have been. We might have been at a National Historic Site, one of them, but we didn't do any of the national parks or anything like that. Got to get some food. Okay, Barbara. Lisa, do you want to stream with me on Sunday?
Sure.
Okay.
I
I
want
don't
as
see. I
many
don't
chances for
foresee.
us to stream together as we can get.
Well, after Sunday, I probably won't be streaming because I just will have so much things to get ready to do. To
Yeah,
go.
well, that's kind of what I figured.
Yeah,
I
and
wasn't
I
even
don't.
sure if you were going to stream Sunday, so.
Well, I plan to. Last Sunday was just one of those days.
Yeah, well, I understand. I had one of those on Monday, so.
Ah,
Okay, this needs to come up, and it is not wanting to come up.
um,
So,
I have some spots on mine. I couldn't get off. I have cleaned it. I have oiled it. I've done everything that I usually do. And oh shoot, is that gonna pull through there? Probably. Tanya, you're supposed to pay attention to what you're doing. Well, I guess it's gonna be all right. Um, I can't remember what I was saying now. Oh well, guess it wasn't
uh,
important, was it, guys?
I don't know. I can't remember what it was either.
No. I've got most of the plants in the ground. See, the other thing besides all my starts that I had done, and would have planted earlier. Then we had that freeze, and we were going to get it, and I knew about it. I almost put plants in, and then found out we were going to have another big freeze, which we usually do, but so I didn't, which was good. So all my starter plants hadn't gotten put in the ground. But then last week, Monday, I think, the organic gardening group that we joined earlier in the year had a big plant swap. And I came home with like 30 plants and a bunch of roots, and it's spots on your plate you can't get up. Yes, Dawn, I've got some paint spots on my plate. Thank you. She's telling me what I did.
What you were trying to remember
What
you
I
were
was
talking
trying to
about.
tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some paint, and now I had to put it away because I needed my table and I needed to clean up. But I worked on it for a whole day, and I've got some round spots, about half the size of my fingernail, of paint that will not come off. I've cleaned it with hand sanitizer. I've used my tape, which is the first thing I do. I've um, I've mineral oiled it. So when I get home, I'm going to have to take it out and try um, harder to get those cleaned off of there. Thank you, Dawn, for telling me, reminding me what I was talking about, because it just went away. It's like when you get up to go to the kitchen and you get there and you're like, why did I come in here?
Yep, yep, exactly. Okay. Well, those were fun, but I think I'm through with that. Oh, I don't know if I can actually show you all this or not, but I want to just in case somebody else might need an organizational tip. How many of you know what this is?
Well, it looks like a or a cassette player case. Can you make
That's
yourself
exactly what
big?
it is. It's a
Can you
cassette
make
player.
yourself
I mean, a cassette
make?
tape holder.
Okay.
But that's
All
where
right,
I've
because
put
Jamie
my,
and I were looking at all sorts of things that we were trying to think of what would hold those, the hold the pads.
yeah, it
And
doesn't hold everything. I had some that it wouldn't hold, but they were my least favorite ones anyway.
uh-huh.
So I just got rid of them.
Okay.
But anyway, I thought that was a fun use for something like that, just in case you happen to have, one sitting around
I
your
was gonna
house.
say, and we might have one in the. I'll have to ask Jeff if he's got one in the shed, because that would be good. That Jamie and I were looking, and we looked at CD case things, and I said, well, Jeff could cut out one of each of the wires for me, because I know my husband's very
Yeah.
handy. He could cut one each wire, every other wire off. But then we looked at it, we thought, well, no, then they'll flop down in the back. It's not going to
Oh,
work, and
yeah.
it's like, so
Well,
that looks like
when I
perfect.
bought that one, I wasn't sure it would work, but I thought if it doesn't, it has three um big boards that go across, and then these little boards have slits in them that go over those big boards.
Oh,
And I thought, well, I could just take out all the little boards and just have three shelves, you know.
right, right.
So I could find a way to use it even if it didn't work the way I
If
wanted
then
it
it
to. But
didn't work, yeah.
I think it's working good. So
I think so. It looks like it. Okay, I have a few more. Let's see. I've got 4 more there.
okay, let's see
All
how
right,
much
so
of
I
this.
got some more thread, the red string, whatever that is. Well, I will have to mention it to Jamie unless she's here. She a lot of times she's here. She just is working, so she um, is just listening.
Yeah.
But because every thrift store we went in, we looked at stuff trying to think of a way to.
Well, I'm glad I
The
pulled it
other
out to
thing,
show you then.
yeah, I am too. The other thing is that so much of what I use anymore are these little ones, and I have them in those metal cases.
Yeah.
You know, um, I guess I'm gonna have to buy a new metal case because I have 4 too many. but and those metal cases are kind of thick. So these are kind of thick.
Yeah, well,
So
the metal cases won't fit in there, of
no,
course,
mm-mm.
and the little ones wouldn't fit in because they were too little, they would fall behind.
Yeah,
But, um, but anyway, it works for most of them. The little ones, like you, I have mine in those metal cases, so I wasn't worried
yeah.
about them.
Julie says to remember you were going to try the crackle effect.
Yes, I do remember. Hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna mute.
Okay. I know this isn't really exciting, but at least I'm getting it done. That's the thing, guys. I'm getting it done. And I like just being able to add just enough of these to do whatever I want with my there we go. With my doodads. My pennies, they're pennies, right? She's gonna have red paint right on her doodad on her gel press. Ooh, Barbara said it's good to get things. Lisa, you're still muted if you don't realize it.
Yeah, Ethan was talking. We were having to talk about something. I was just trying to not
Waste your
have this
paint.
paint.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fine. I just since you started back on and playing, I didn't want to.
yeah. No, it's always better to check because you
Yeah.
never know. Uh,
Yeah,
so
that looks really that's
yes,
cool, but once it dries, if you wadded it up and then did it again and wadded it up and get it every time
with
it
a different
dried,
color and a different color. Yeah,
uh-huh,
we'll
that
do
might be
that.
really
I'm gonna let this dry and put a different color on it, and then we will. Maybe they can both dry at the same time, and we can do that till we get a bunch of different colors on here too.
uh-huh. Yeah, that's really cool.
So, um, so we'll let this dry a little bit. Let's just
Oh, the guys next door are back to nailing. Hope it won't get too loud for y'all.
well, I can't hear it at the moment, so
Okay, well that's good. Yeah, it does
Barbie
look
just
like
took a
autumn.
woven patch off of her cardboard loom.
I
Yay! You'll have
know,
to show us a
and she's
picture of
getting
it.
things done. Yep, yep, getting things done. Throwing these little ends away really makes it's hard to do. Maybe I should save them. Oh, I should save them. I need them.
Oh goodness. I understand. I made some videos that are going to be coming out I think Friday, Saturday and Tuesday. Making bats on my new drum carder that I've had since September and have not had a chance to use until last night. Anyway, I made 3 videos, but one of the things um there was all these little scraps coming off and I'm like, "Oh, should I save that?" So
Yeah, it's like, should I say? Don't you think I need to save that? Save
I
that?
think I need this. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I think I need it.
Like, oh no, oh no. It's like I've got drawers of scraps, and I was like, oh, and fabric. Oh my gosh! And then I went with Jamie. We went to the fabric store.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Yep. We went to the fabric store. No, I had to take her to the fabric store.
Yes.
I did. I did.
Okay, let's put this.
And it was March, so I got my birthday discount too. So.
Well, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think any of ours do birthday discounts.
Well, they have to be private kind of things,
Ah.
pretty much. Margie does a birthday discount, and I didn't know A&E did, but they do. Um, I have a rewards thing with A&E, so I had a coupon, but I wasn't spending enough money to use my coupon, and Jamie was spending enough money to use my coupon, so she used a coupon, and then the girl said, well, you have your birthday discount. I'm like, oh, well, I can use my birthday discount. And it was actually better than the coupon. So, yeah.
Ooh, good. Ooh, look at that.
Ooh, yeah. See, I like that. I think that'll be fun to um,
Just keep doing it.
yeah.
Okay, we're going to let it dry. This is looking pretty too. I don't know if you can tell.
Ooh, yes, it's looking pretty.
Of course, there's a yellow flower underneath it, so the yellow's not really on there, but
On there.
maybe
Yeah,
we'll do some yellow now.
that has been a little deceiving to me today.
Yeah,
Just so you
it is
know.
a little bit. You just, when you know it, then you can,
Yeah.
not get worried by it. But when you don't, then.
Then it's like, that's yeah.
And I almost didn't buy it and use it because of that, but it was the perfect width.
Yeah.
And I just thought, I just got to go ahead.
I didn't even get any Timmy fabric.
Is this similar to what you were talking about, Julie? Am I doing it right? I'm having fun, even if it's not right. It's cool, but
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What'd you
Well,
say?
I said I didn't even buy any Timmy fabric. I know you can put take just a minute. That's that clear plastic stuff, saran wrap type stuff,
Uh huh.
and wad it up and do that similar technique. And
I have
but
done
it
that
looks.
with it wadded up,
Uh-huh.
but I've never laid it back out and then done it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. We're glad you're here.
Okay, one more penny. And then I have to decide how to put my buttons on. And then I will be done. Unless I end up finding more stuff that was supposed to be on here, because I thought I had another dragonfly, but I can't seem to find it. So, oh, just so you know, I haven't found them yet, but Dollar Tree has new clear stamps coming out. Um, they're out in some places because I
Yeah.
saw a haul, and one of them has 2 dragonflies on it.
Ooh, well, I'll have to look for the. Oh, no, I'm not buying anymore. No, no, no. Don't tempt me. But I have to
Well,
tell you, right before my August 1st deadline of not spending any more money,
August 1st
I
or April
placed
1st? Because August is a long ways off. You can spend a lot of money between now and August.
um, I had placed another Timu order, and one of the things in it was some stamps that had bugs, and so they were like a dollar
Ooh.
38 or something like that. So I ordered you one. So when I stick this other stuff
Oh,
in the mail, I'll put that in with it. But
okay.
um, I don't know how good the stamps are from there because I haven't used them yet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
anyway,
I imagine they would be about the same as the inexpensive ones that you get from Hobby Lobby. You
that's
know.
kind of what I figured too. Oh, that's a good idea, Julie. She says also when you already have gel prints and you put the crackle on top, it looks good.
Mm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It would add a really cool layer to it too. Plus, it might crack some of the paint, which gives it a crackly look.
Yeah, well, the crackle look is what she's going for from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's turn it
Okay.
this way. And she's looking for a photo. Yeah, show one, please. When you get it.
How do I want to put these in here?
Okay, I'm gonna do this kind of deep yellow, and then we'll see if we want to do another one.
I don't think that's what I want to do.
Just a tad more. Well, that was more than a tad, but oh well.
That is my one of my problems with the small plate is getting little enough. Um, just a minute, my brain will come into focus sooner or later. Getting a little enough amount of paint.
Yeah, well, I've always had that problem with every jelly plate.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Hmm.
Okay, we're gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna put one final layer on and not do. Well, we may go ahead and crackle it before we put it on. Put the tea bag on it, but what other color do you think we should use? That yellow kind of turned on me.
Yeah, I don't think you want to try the yellow. Is fine because it looks kind of like the blue and the yellow mixed together and made green.
Yeah, it's not a. It's kind of an olive green.
Yeah, do you suppose it's because your plate's wet?
Um,
Is the
no, because
plate
my
wet?
plate was dry.
Okay. Hmm.
Well, I mean, it was wet because I put another coat of paint on it so I could crackle
Yeah.
that
Oh,
paint.
yeah. So it picked up.
Yeah. So it was picking up the blue from underneath, and the red. And that's why some
Yeah.
of it looks like mud rather than green because it
Um.
picked up the blue and the red.
Yeah. It depends on how you attach the buttons, Teresa. If all I did was attach it to the front sheet, then those would work just fine. The problem with it is that these have to go somewhere, and I'm afraid that shoving them in and out is going to catch those. That's why I don't like it. Not because it would make the book hard to open, but because it's going to catch everything when you push the book in and out. So that's why I'm looking at um, how this is going on here. I'm just not real happy with how it's flipping around. Um, so I don't know what color to add in there. If you add too much more, all you're going to get is brown.
Yeah. Well, I think what I'm going to do is put this turquoisey color, and then I'm going to just barely crackle it, and then pull it up on the
Uh huh.
tea bag. But I have to do it really a really light coat, I think, or I'll end up only pulling up the teal.
Yeah.
This looks like it's going to be really pretty on my plate. If it'll all come up, it'll be gorgeous, but I don't know if it's going to all come up or
Just
not.
come up. Yeah.
I'm tempted to do it on another piece of paper and not on one of these because I
I
think these are
almost
so
think you'll
thin
be
they won't pull up
well that
enough paint.
and they're that tan color which is not going to show up all those pretty colors as well as a piece of white paper.
Yeah. It's a nice. I like this size, Teresa. It's 5 by 7, and it's a nice size. I really like it. Um, I like my really big one too. I think if I could only have one, I'd have the big one.
Oh yeah.
But
Mhm.
um, but for another size, this is I think this is my favorite other size to have. I have a smaller one and I have a square one, and I really like the little 3 by 5 one that that I was sent as an anonymous gift. Um, and I want to get it out and just do use it for index cards and just do
Oh,
backgrounds on a bunch of index cards with
index
it.
cards, that would be fun. Mhm.
Yeah, but I haven't done that yet. But that's um
Maybe not need, more like want. Yes. Mhm. Teresa. Mhm. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, two more. One. Come on now, behave yourselves. I got my strings a little short this time. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing because I've slid out of the way. Sorry about that. Okay.
okay.
They're not rolling as
Roll this
badly
over
if I
to
put them
crackle
on
and not.
two. So, what?
I'm just rolling off my
Oh,
brayer on
that, yeah.
crackle
Uh
sheet
huh.
instead of.
Julie sent you some pictures in Messenger.
Okay, good. Thank you, Julie.
Okay.
I'm gonna go look at them. I can't show them to people unfortunately because I don't have Messenger. I don't do Facebook on my phone. But oh my goodness,
Uh,
Julie.
can you forward them to Julie? Send them to me. Send them to me in Messenger, and because I've got my phone right here, I can show them to people. Please.
They are really pretty. Ooh, I love that one with all the flowers. They're all gorgeous. I love the box. Yep, yep. They're all beautiful. Um,
Okay, come on now. Why? Oh, okay. I like that one.
Yeah, isn't that pretty? That's the top of the box,
That's the top of the box. Yep. Oh, this is really awesome, Julie.
isn't it?
Yeah, look at that crackle in the back of this flower one. Can you guys see okay? Yeah, it's the best I can do, kind of. Look at there.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah. I didn't realize I left my autofocus on. Come on. That's really awesome. Look at the texture in this. Oh, Lisa. Oh, man, that is yummy.
It is yummy, isn't it? Yep, yep. I like that. That's fun. Got some goodies left here for something else, but aren't those amazing? She did
Yeah,
great.
she did really awesome. I like the box and the little book she's worked on.
Thank you for sharing those with us.
Okay, let's see. How many did I get on there? 3.
Okay, I'm gonna. It does have a patina look. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna add a little more turquoise to this because that. Um, got just enough on there that it makes you think you didn't put enough of that compared to everything else.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay. Now then, this is what this looks like.
I really like that. When it
I
gets
do too.
completely dry, if you ironed it upside down, it'd be even cooler.
It would be, and I will try that. Okay. Um, I don't know if this is gonna.
I don't like when my strings get too short. It's a pain in the keister.
Mm,
But I'm almost done. I'm almost done.
she's learned some techniques and she's having fun, and
There
that's
you
what
go.
it's all
That's what you gotta do. When it's not fun, then
about. And do something else.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
that's pretty. I like that it wasn't so complete. You know,
Yeah.
the the point of doing it on something that's kind of transparent is to have it transparent. If you
Yeah.
had paint all over it, it wouldn't have done that. Okay, let's see here. That's all.
Okay. Let's find another stencil to play with.
Okay. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. So good to see you. We're glad you're here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, she's done.
This one's
Yay!
done.
Just in time for the next trip.
Yeah. I need to. I remind myself. I gotta go get some stamps. Yep, gotta get stamps. I better write that
Mm,
down.
yeah, you don't want to get there and not be able to send them.
Well, I have a few, but I don't know if I have enough. And while we go through enough small towns, I usually can, get stamps, but that's not always the case.
I wish they had a
So,
darker green in this paint. I mean, I do with those smaller bottles, but in these big bottles that I got the last time I got some,
Yeah, because it's the
there's not
same
a
paint
dark
as is
green.
in those short bottles.
Huh?
It's the same paint as is in those short
Yeah,
bottles.
it is. I just had these that I had big bottles that I had bought sitting out, and so that's why I'm using those. So I'm just too lazy to get up and get
I
the
emptied a container. How about that?
woohoo.
Okay, what else is in here? Oh, probably 500 million things. That's done. I can put that up. Okay, what time is it? 3:30 maybe. I thought I might do a page in
Yep.
here if I can. Yep, one task finished. Of course, art is not supposed to be a task, but it is sometimes.
Well, the art was already done. That's why putting it together feels like a task.
Yeah, probably. I'm digging on my table to see if there's anything that I can make a little tiny page with. That's
Okay, this came through on my paper through my tea bag.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
bonus
Like
win.
that.
Yep.
I'm going to take this now and put it over here. Ooh, that looks good too. I like that. Okay. So
Okay.
let's put that somewhere to
I
dry
had
because I
some
don't
little
want to
things
mess
that
it
were
up.
on my table, so we're gonna see if we can make something with
I bet you
that.
can.
I bet I can too. Um, I might have to take the time to cut this out though. Might make me a little AB page. We'll see.
Barbara said that's the distinction, Lisa. Making the book is filling the book is art. Finishing the book is a task.
Well, that's true. That's true. So the task is done. So now I get to
Now you get to make
actually.
art.
Yeah, the thing of it is though, Barbara, I like to make books. I like to make little books like this one. I love making the book. Filling it up isn't near as much fun as making it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, that's why she said making the book and filling the book is art. So those are both
Oh,
art. It's
making
the
and filling? Okay.
yeah.
Oh, finishing it is the task. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
finish it. Yeah. Yeah. That's very true. Oh, I should say something about this. Just a minute.
Okay.
Let me finish cutting this out. Jamie and I were discussing this, and I'm like, yeah, I have one of those pads. Okay, never had inked it. Okay, I've had it. I don't know how long I've had it. A while. Never inked it. Let me find it. Where's it at? To use this woven patch on this sweater, might not be able. The right choice is pretty thick. Oh,
Sock weight yarn in black.
yeah, or baby weight maybe, but finding baby weight in black might be hard. No, Kathy, it's not as good as new. Uh, it's sore today because we added a bunch of new stuff because I'm going to get out of PT after next week. Because we want to take a trip. I should probably continue PT for another couple months, but they're going to give me homework, and I'm going to take my trip, and then I'm going to see if I have to go back to PT when we get back. Um, it's much better. My range of motion is getting better. I still cannot straighten my arm out straight over my head or reach behind my back or there's a bunch of things, and it's not strong, and it's but I can't really pick up a whole gallon of tea, but I can pick up the tea bottle as long as it's not completely full, if that makes sense. Because a gallon of tea is probably 8 pounds, and that's a little much. It's sore this afternoon because of PT this morning, but also been in the garden working, so that's not helping it any. I had to put stuff on it last night. I've been using Voltaren, and I had to put some Voltaren on it last night. But other than that, it's really doing pretty well. And the physical therapist, I had to have an assessment Tuesday, and she said she thought I was doing better at this stage so many weeks out from surgery than most people. And I said, well, that's because I actually do my exercises pretty much every day. I've missed a few days. Don't get me wrong. I've missed a few days. And I did hurt it a couple of weeks ago. I hurt it. So I was off for a couple of days then. But she said she thought I was good for a while and that it'll be fine to take my trip and just come back and whatever. It gets tired. Gets real tired when I out in the garden. It gets tired. So, but other than that, it's good. It's way better than it was before the surgery. So
still pretty,
Jamie
but
and I, that one is pretty. Those are pretty. Jamie and I were talking about this, and I said, "Yeah, I've got one of those." It's like, yeah, I've got one of those. I haven't used it.
I didn't like mine.
You didn't?
No, I bought it and I tried to use it, and I can't remember now if it wasn't really white or if it just had to be inked between every single thing, or I can't remember what the deal was. But I gave mine away when
because
I bought. Let me find it. The one I got.
I will tell you, it's white.
This one,
yeah,
is better.
That one's better.
Yeah, okay. It's called Snowflake. I like it better. Now, you might do a better job with it than me, but I couldn't get it to work very well.
I was going to say, did I get one of those? Oh, I think they didn't have them. You got that at Hobby Lobby, didn't you?
Yeah, I got it when they were 75% off.
Yeah, and I looked at it once and decided, oh, I don't need that, and then wish I'd have gotten it. Oh well. Now that you've said that it works. Anyways, I was really pleased with it. Now it says on the packaging that if it's not a shiny, smooth surface, that it might not look white, but it looks pretty white to me. Because this black is not, come on.
Yeah, it looks good. If that's what you used, you did way better than me, because I can't remember what it was about it, but it
Now this one is a smooth, shiny surface. There we go. This one is not, but then this is shiny too, and it's pretty white. So but I can imagine that a pigment might be better than this one. I've had this so long and never had done it, so I thought, you know what? If you don't use it, it's not gonna, not gonna work very well if you don't use it.
That's true.
So
please, here they are.
Okay. I have
the ink dries up on the pad, she says. It's very opaque.
but it dries up on the pad. Okay, well that very well could be why you didn't like it, Lisa. And
Yeah,
now that it's on the pad, now it does say something about that. What does it say? If the surface of pad stiffens, spread a drop of the ink on your pad. Allow the pad to absorb the ink for 1 minute before use. Well, I'll tell you another thing is
pulled
make
off
sure
my
you have a clean stamp. Ooh, that's cool. It stuck again, didn't it? Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah, any of the stays-ons, you need to put back the lids back on right away because they're solvents. Although the one Lisa's got is a pigment ink, which takes a while to dry. Pigment inks are real different. Um, okay. No, I don't know what's going on, but I don't like that. Okay. I need these. Whew, it's warm in here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, I like that better. Oh, but I need a black bug. Yeah, I need a black bug. I'll
Oh,
have to
that's
cut out
pretty.
some.
Is that a dye?
Yes, it's a I got these a year last fall sometime.
That's beautiful.
I really like it.
I like how long it is.
Yeah,
So many
just
of
a
the
minute.
flower ones are really short.
Yeah,
Of course, your book's small, so it
yeah,
may
the
be
book's
more than
small, but
five,
this is, you know, there's my
5 or 6
hand, so
inches.
it's five
Yeah.
inches. Yeah. Just a minute. They're all here, I think.
Oh, yeah. Those are all pretty.
Okay, where's the others? There's more. I think there's five or there's six of them.
I don't even know what die cuts I have. I mean, dyes I have because I have got them stashed in 5 different places that I've picked up
Um,
since I used my machine.
yeah,
And
that's one of my things to do when I get home. Just a minute. Oh, I've got to back up so you can see them all. Make me big for a second, will you? I
okay.
don't want to back up because then you can't really see them
No,
good.
absolutely. I agree.
Um, Come on,
Yeah,
where's
those
my?
are pretty. I like those. They're quirky. They're not,
Yeah, that's actually what I think they're called.
oh, really?
Yeah, I'll go pull the die set just a second.
Okay. Because I would
Um,
like to see that. I don't
yeah,
think I've ever seen it, so I don't think I have it, but
I
they're really
think I
cute.
used a coupon at Joann's is how I got them because I had been watching them online. I had seen them somewhere, maybe at Hobby Lobby, and they're too pricey. So somewhere along the line, I think I had a coupon and got them at Joann's. Um, but I'll go get the packaging. You can go back to yourself, and I'll get the package. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be doing real exciting stuff here. I'm going to be drying. Well, I have one of Tim Holtz's flowers sets, but I don't know which one it is because all my stuff is where I can't get to it at the moment. So I have got to quit doing other stuff and work on my room. I'm trying to do a little bit every day, but some of my little bits are don't feel like I've done anything. They all came, she said they all came in a set, but she didn't say if they were Sizzix or not. We'll have to see. She's going to
Yeah,
get
they're Tim Holtz.
they're Tim Holtz, she said.
Um, so this is really something else. they're not in the box where they
Uh-oh.
belong.
Did you maybe put them on one of those magnetic things?
No, because I have decided I'm not sure I like that idea.
Yeah. Well, I've decided I don't, especially the ones that have the little plastic pouch. I
Yeah, the
think they're
ones that have
better
the
just
little,
to keep in there.
right. But I just did that the other day, so why do I not have?
Are they still on your machine?
I just looked and I don't see them.
Thanks, Kathy. I'm glad. I'm glad because that's what I've been doing all day, painting and watching paint dry, and actively trying to make it dry faster.
I'm thinking that they're in this disaster over here. Which is going to make me perturbed.
It's gonna make you perturbed.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
seriously perturbed.
Ooh, this brown and red together make a pretty color.
Okay, give me. I'm going to have to go and look it up online because I can't find it. You know, usually if I've set it aside for some reason, I've just set it aside. But I thought I had put everything back in the little bins I kind of have for those things. But it's certainly not been put back. And since these are laying out here on my table, they haven't been,
Oh,
it hasn't
Julie's
been that
got
long.
it. Thinlets product number 665846, Artsy Stems.
Artsy Stems. Thank you very much, Julie. uh,
Thank you,
um,
Julie.
and they're, I got them because I thought they would be absolutely phenomenal with cut out of jelly prints.
Oh, yes, I agree.
I think they're going to be gorgeous cut out of jelly prints. So that's why I got them.
Okay, well, now you've got me inspired to dig out, find all my stuff and try to see if I've got those or not.
Yeah,
Because if not, I'm going to put them on my wish list for later.
For later, what I'm thinking about trying to do is to make a book with cut every set out and have them cut out in a book so that I can kind of know what I have, or something to give me a little. Now I've been doing a lot of my things on 3x5 cards, so maybe I just need to take a little picture and put it on a 3x5 card. That might be the better thing.
Julie says they'll make great gel plate masks. I agree.
Oh yeah. Other than as far as a mask goes, they're kind of um very delicate.
Could
That
we
is
cut
one
them out of
thing.
acetate maybe?
Yeah. If you cut them out of acetate, they'd be less delicate. That's for sure.
Yeah, I just didn't know for sure if the Thinlets would cut acetate. I haven't tried it.
It depends on how thick it is. If you used like the acetate that comes in a pad, I think it
Yeah.
would cut just fine. Um, but because I just think they're gorgeous, and I think they'd be so pretty cut out of jelly prints. I just
I've
they
gotten a bunch
are
of them
they're
because that's what when I look at them, I think, oh, those will be so good to cut out of jelly prints.
yeah.
Those feathers are some of
Oh
them, and the
yes,
leaves,
and the leaves. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kathy, I didn't. These are not that old. Um, they haven't been out that long, and although he's doing this one and done thing, I'm pretty sure you can still get these. Yeah, I know you can. I know you can get them on Amazon because
Julie just
just a
looked him
minute.
up.
Yeah. Well, Julie just looked them up, but I'm pretty sure that there's an Amazon. Just a minute. Okay, I'm not on Amazon on this computer because I'm pretty sure I have them bookmarked. Oh, where are my lists? Well, how come? Oh, shoot.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah, they're still available. Um, Give me a second. I'll pull because the other thing is they're actually really pretty on the packaging. They're multiple colors on the packaging, which I thought was really pretty. I don't like not being able to add something when we're in StreamYard.
yeah.
Okay, there's a link right there.
Thank you.
Oh, Kathy just ordered them. See? Oh, she said they were on sale. I didn't even see.
Don't tell me
Huh.
that. I might think I have to go buy them.
That's interesting because the price I've got listed is 16.43.
Hmm. Well, they're on sale if you're Kathy, but not if you're Tanya, I guess.
Yeah,
I
huh?
wonder if they'd be on sale for Lisa.
I don't
No,
know.
Lisa can't go look. Nope, 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 nope.
It might be my link, Lisa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I used a link out of my lists things. I had them in my wish list for a while before I found them.
Oh, doesn't that look great? On that,
Oh,
that's
that's
the pink
cool.
tea bag.
Ooh.
Yep, I like that. I do. I like that.
Well, Julie, I'm just kind of glad I'm not there. Although that's one of the places I wouldn't mind going to visit, but I got to take Jeff to Ireland and Scotland before we go to that direction. There, I like the black bug better. Okay, let's see here.
Okay, I put this down. We're gonna see how well it worked, but
Ooh, I kind of like that.
I do too. It'll be good in a background somewhere, to not when you don't want something that's really gonna jump out at you.
Yeah. Mhm. Okay.
Okay, now we're gonna let this dry and see if we can put something behind it. I don't know if anything will show because some of the black is still in there, but I think it will.
Mhm.
Beth got them for 13.80. Everybody's gonna buy them all.
Well, what really is interesting is that it's a different price. You know,
Yeah, $40 for Julie. Oh my goodness, Julie.
well, Julie's,
Thirteen
yeah,
seventy five for Kathy. Yay, Beth. Beth, I'm so glad that they'll fit in your machine. That's the nice thing about those that are singles like that.
yeah, yeah. Mhm. So,
Teresa says 13.75 for her. So
But that upsets me that I don't know where they went to. That they're not put back where they belong. Because now where are they? Well, if you could see the mess in here, you would understand.
Yeah.
Um, some sweet person I know has offered to help me try to straighten this mess up.
I had a sweet person offer me that suggestion, to help me, and I
Mm-hmm.
didn't take her up on it, and now she moved.
Uh-oh, that,
So
oh
she
dear.
can't help me now, and now I'm about at the desperation point where I would even let her. She's a minimalist at heart, and she's
Well,
very
that
good
might
about
be a
getting rid of things.
well,
And so
I'm
I didn't want
afraid
her to see my mess.
I'm afraid this person might be too, but she does know how to shop, so
Oh,
this is
it's
a
probably
tiny
zip
page.
code priced, Beth says. Hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's possible.
Okay, what are they called? Artsy what?
Artsy stems.
Okay, I'm just going to go to
Oh,
Amazon and
yeah.
see if I just put that in.
Well, I wonder if you put the link in, what happens
I'll do that
too.
next and
Okay.
see.
Yeah.
They come up 1643 for me.
Yeah. See? Hmm. That's just.
Well, that's not fair.
No, it's not.
I want to be a 1350 person, even if I can't buy
Mm,
them right now.
yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Okay, I
huh.
think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah.
Okay, well, I am going to put them on my wish list though while I'm here, so I won't forget about them.
Yeah, yeah. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I had one of those really good coupons one day when I was in Joann's, and that's how I got them. Um, because I had been watching them and wanting them, and
Barbara just put them in her card at 1375.
geez, okay, this,
This is not fair. It's discrimination.
yeah, it's very much discrimination.
Beth
Beth
used the
used
link.
the link, and it said 16 something for me. That's okay. Now, next question is, do you guys have Amazon Prime?
I do.
I know you do, but I'm
Oh,
asking
maybe
those
that's
that are
it.
getting them for 13 something if they have Prime.
That would be interesting to know because maybe it does make a difference. I don't know.
Barbara does not.
Kathy, do you have Amazon
Amazon
Prime?
Prime?
And Beth, do you? Why,
Teresa
Teresa
doesn't either, and
doesn't.
she
Sherry says they
okay,
were 26.35 for her.
yes,
Oh,
but she's
Sherry,
in
I'm so
Canada.
sorry.
She's
Yeah,
in
I know.
Canada. Guess what? That's what it is.
It's
You and
what?
I both have Prime,
Okay, so
and
they
they're
have free
showing up
shipping,
thir
so they're giving them a better price.
yeah, and
Okay.
that's not fair.
So what just for kicks, what was your final price?
Mine
Beth says hers was 1380 with 16% off. No, I want them once they put in their, order it
shipping.
with shipping and everything, what did it cost?
Yeah, what was it with shipping?
1465 total, Kellyanne
Total.
says. She
Yep.
doesn't
So
have Prime.
yep.
Well,
Well,
that's not much for shipping. So
no. Well, that's just kind of gonna make me grumpy.
that's stinky because that makes me
Yeah.
wonder. Um,
How many times that we're paying more because we have Prime?
yeah, yeah, and um, we're paying Prime. We're paying for Prime,
Oh yeah.
and they're making up for it. Um,
By charging us more.
yeah, Kathy says it was free shipping for her,
Oh,
but she doesn't have Prime. So now I want to know why I'm spending that money on Prime.
yeah,
Uh,
because, it's not like I needed them in 2 days or anything.
yeah. Oh, good grief, that's a lot of paint.
Now, I will tell you that I had to order a new thing, and I had to have a weighted ball for physical therapy. It was a really kind of dumb thing, but I didn't want to try to use a tennis ball. It's too small.
Oh yeah.
And it's a new exercise I need to do. So, um, yeah, I'd like to know because Prime's gone up.
I'm gonna call them and talk to him about it.
Okay, I want
Say,
to know
what's
what
the
you find.
deal? I
I
feel
want to.
like I'm being
Okay, see,
punished for having Prime.
Dawn's having to pay 16.43 with Prime,
Yeah, free
and
delivery, only
Kellyanne is
pay
free
tax.
delivery, only pay tax.
But it won't come in 2 days. Well, I don't care about 2 days. The
Yeah,
reason I keep Prime is for free delivery, not for 2 days.
right.
Okay, well, we may have to rethink that because $139 a year is money I could do
Yeah,
something else with.
yeah. I agree.
She says she has to wait till the 20th to get it free, but I don't care about that. I mean, there
Yeah.
are times when the 2 days is really important, but rarely.
Well, yeah. I sort of need the stupid weight ball that I ordered,
Yeah,
but you know, if I didn't have Prime, it wouldn't. I would just do without it until it came.
yeah. And Barbara says just save up your purchases till you have more than $50 and you'll get free shipping.
Yeah. So, well, heck, 90% of the time, because I have to order things like Jeff's fruit juice,
Yeah,
because I can't buy it anywhere here anymore. And Teresa says hers is $25 in free shipping. Now that's just ridiculous.
yeah. That is ridiculous because she lives in Alabama.
Yeah. Now, yeah. Now, when we lived in South Dakota, we had to pay for rural shipping, but I don't know. I'm just not happy with that. You're gonna call them. I want to know what they say.
Okay, I will let you know. Lori says it was 14.71 for her with Prime. Joanne had him on sale for 17 plus with a 99-cent coupon for shipping. So, okay. And Lori, where does Lori live? Where do you live, Lori?
Northeast. I can't remember what state.
Julie says I put in please notify me when I lost it. Um well,
Yeah,
I did.
and Teresa
Where'd it
lives
go?
right Jersey. Okay, see, Northeast Jersey. Lori lives in Jersey, New Jersey. Teresa says she lives within a mile of distribution centers.
And 6 miles of another one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, other than I sort of use we use their movies sometimes. Not as much as
Well,
we should.
yeah, I just realized, I mean, I've watched when we got rid of Netflix. I'm trying to cut everything I can. And we
Mm-hmm.
weren't watching Netflix a lot, so I just got rid of it. And because most of Hannah and Ethan and I, we all of us mostly watch YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Darren, I watched Netflix with Darren all the time and Hulu, and we watched a lot of stuff like that. But I'm less likely to do that now. And so,
Yeah. Well, I am gonna get ready to go, hon. Um,
okay, I'm gonna see if I can pull this up, and then I got too much paint again. That does not help.
no, because that won't let you pull it up.
No. Okay.
But yeah, Jeff watches Netflix a lot. Um, so, but he uses it. I mean, he probably uses it 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah. Well, Darren watched, every night he'd come home from work and he'd sit down and watch, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, if he didn't have a project to work on, he was watching something on Netflix or Hulu or whatever. Anyway, I got rid of Hulu quite a while ago, but but not Netflix because I thought the kids were using it. And I said something to them about it. They were like, "No, I don't really use it that much." I was like, "Okay, then I'm
Mm-hmm.
getting rid of it." Um,
Barbara, I don't know if you were here, but Lisa said she'll come play with me on Sunday. So unless things get complicated again, I'll be here Sunday, and Lisa's gonna come play. Um, I like my little page though. I think it came out cute. For as long as that stem was, I cut it off.
yeah, that's okay. It's a little book. It had to be cut off.
Mm-hmm.
You could just stand it up there beside it like it was another kind of little plant.
Yeah, another little piece. Yeah, I thought about that, but I just kind of liked it with just the two.
Yeah, we'll save it and put it on another little page someday.
Yeah, it'll. It's a cute little
BritBox. Okay,
border.
I don't
It
know
could
anything
be.
about BritBox, but I do like British TV shows, so I might have to look
Yeah.
into that.
It could be a cute little page border.
Oh yeah.
So,
Okay, I'm having trouble getting this up, and it's
um,
mostly when I use the black that
uh-huh.
I don't. Nothing wants. It doesn't want to pull up.
You may have to do tape again. I mean, I used everything I could come up with on mine, so
Okay, let's try.
don't just a tiny bit, tiny bit. Let me ask you this: is the top thingy off of that? Because
Yeah,
some of them have
none of mine had any kind of
a
barrier in
seal.
there.
Oh, okay.
It'd be nice if they did. I think they'd last longer. In between
Yeah.
whatever. But
Thank you, Barbara.
okay, it's just.
The thought almost got lost. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tanya. You don't have
No,
to
you
say
don't.
if you need to leave. I just.
I don't know. I'm just watching to see. I'm just sitting here. Is what I'm
Okay,
doing.
that's fine. You just sit. I'm gonna dry this. See if I can dry this a little bit.
Okay.
See if it'll come off better.
Thanks, Julie. I'm just sitting. I've got a few minutes. I mean, it's not a. We don't have to rush across town, but just Dad called all freaked out that we hadn't brought the car back.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there's no reason, but his girlfriend had his car, so he shouldn't be driving this one anyways, and I don't think he's driven it in 3 or 4 months. That's why we borrowed it in the first place to use it a little bit.
yeah.
He can't control it's a standard. He can't
Oh
do
yeah.
he
No, he
can't work
doesn't need to
every
be doing that anymore.
No. He's got neuropathy up past his knees.
I remember when my grandmother, when she turned 90, we all told her we didn't think she should be driving anymore. She needed to sell her little pickup. And she was like, no. I mean, they just sent her, they automatically renewed her driver's license, online.
Yep.
And I'm like, when you're 90, they shouldn't do that. They should make you at least take a vision test because she had macular degeneration. She
Yep.
didn't need to
Mm,
be driving.
yep. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I told her I'll take you anywhere you want to go, um, e- and so, anyway, she finally agreed not to drive anymore. But she never gave up her little pickup. She said, we need a pickup around the compound. So
Yeah.
she kept the
Mm-hmm.
pickup and I drove her in it everywhere she wanted to go.
Oh, there.
Okay.
Oh, that's gonna be
Trying
so.
it worked.
Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty, Lisa. I like that.
I do too. It was worth all the trouble I took to get there.
And it cleaned up your plate just gorgeous.
Yeah, there's a string underneath it. That's not good.
Okay, Kathy.
I'm gonna end up with little holes in my plate. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we need to go. Clean plate award. Yeah.
Yay! Yay!
And that turned out pretty too. I got a lot of
Yep.
pretty stuff today, but we're on
Hmm.
a time crunch, so I'm not going to pull them out and show you. You saw
Yeah.
me do
We.
it.
You gotta go do. You gotta go take care of puppy too. So.
Yeah, gotta take care of the puppy.
So. Well, we'll see
Love
you
you
Sunday,
all. Thanks
guys.
for being here. We'll see you Sunday at Tanya's. Hey,
Yay!
bye
Bye
bye.
bye.